All right, welcome to In the Spirit of Things, folks. It's been an interesting day. Anyways, Brother John, you in the loop?
I am here, Peter. It's a wonderful day. A little bit of rain here today, nice and spring, but I am in the house.
Yeah, a lot of rain down here. 7, 8 days of it. I'm sick of it.
Wow.
I hate when it makes my grass grow. I mean, if I was growing 15-foot Christmas trees, that'd be a different story, but they're not. that's Costa Rica. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I hear you.
Anyway, wow. It's been a really bizarro day, bro. Yeah, Brother Michael, I've been busy putting out forest fires. Only you can save Smokey the Bear, whatever. Been a really, Brother Dan was supposed to be joining us, I think. Let me see if I can track him. Yeah, he's been getting hacked and whacked and jacked, too. Isn't that amazing? My brothers.
Dan called me there not too long ago, and he was had this court thing to do, and we gave him a little advice, and he did real good for his first crack at the
his first rodeo.
Yes.
Anyways, it's been one hell of a ride this week, this whole week. Like I say, boatloads and boatloads of heavy lifting, lots of videos coming forward. Not here yet. As far as the third-party debt termination process, that'll be coming forward shortly, as well as I just got a feeling they're really loving me on a different level these days. Something about consent. I don't know, presumption and consent. Somehow it's getting them excited, I think. Anyways, I really don't care, because they ain't got an honest bone in their damn bodies. Yeah, I just posted a couple new things in the loop. Let me go see, let me go back to the box. Outside the box right now, and we'll cover some issues of the day. Anyways, let's see. USA Propaganda U.S. Smith Amendment 903. I want to sort of go. By the way, nobody got the email blast today, and that's special, except for the one I sent out physically. It wouldn't let me do over 25 people in one email blast. Go figure. The control freaks. It's friggin' nuts. Under the guise of spamming. Anyways, all links are on the Facebook timeline, those folks. So that's beautiful. I love it. My producer actually has skills beyond my capacity, and she's already posted this stuff. So anybody want to go to https www.facebook.com pages/Privatis.Me. There's our information that I've posted in the box today are located there. I got some interesting stuff, brother. You know me, I'm a poster. If you're in the room, you can see what I post because I share the love. And,
I'm looking at it now. Yep, beautiful.
I just want to, okay, so here we go with propaganda. Let's start with that. Let's start with propaganda because that's first and foremost. Had the email going out today, everybody would have got a copy of it again. It's ironic. If you open it up, John, NDAA 2013, Congress approves domestic deceptive propaganda. Go figure. We've got more lies, more swill, and more shill to sell to the friggin' poor, the sleeping slaves. So as long as they keep watching that idiot box, we can sell them on the lie. That was the whole point of me posting that North Korea link of them exposing in about an hour 35 minutes. Huge. How your puppet masters have deceived you on multiple levels. It's going to be I'm going to repost it for a while. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to post the crap out of it for a couple of weeks.
That's a really good video to really give you a solid education on how the propaganda machine works, and from a different point of view than over here. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, over here they don't tell you crap, dude. It's, hey, a matter of fact, let me see if I still can find that. See, my wife, my significant other, and my kids wanted to move to Fort Walton Beach. Now here's some irony for you. Let me see if I can find this article. Basically, anyways,
it was ironic. On Monday morning, they were talking about moving there, and on Monday afternoon, I was thinking, like hell we are, because I'm well aware of the blow up with the oil down there and the Correxic spraying and all that stuff. And here were some ironies. Some lady went down there and filmed about a 6-minute piece of all the beautiful, sudsy, oily water coming ashore on the beautiful, pristine white beaches of Fort Walton Beach. Go figure. And this is where my wife gets. That's what I was telling my wife. I'm trying to get their minds right. I said, you really want to go swimming in this crap? I said, that's poison. I said, first of all, Correxic is a carbon neutral byproduct, and guess what you are? You're carbon neutral, and it attaches to you, and it starts to give you internal bleeding, and your cells start breaking down, all this other crap that nobody's talking about down there, bro, on any level whatsoever, especially in Louisiana, along the Gulf Coast. They've kept this lie pretty much well hidden. If we don't speak about it, it doesn't exist. They don't talk about the defective shrimp, the millions of fish washing up in Galveston Bay, and all this other bull crap, and the defective fish being born, the defective marine life and shrimp. And folks, if you're going to eat that, I wouldn't eat any of that crap. Not in this lifetime. It's poison. It's toxic to the system. But hey, the FDA says the water's fine. Kiss my ass. See, that's called propaganda, John. See, I'm trying to get my brothers and sisters. I know I sound like I'm on a rant, but I am, and because if you can't show it to them in black and white or in color, nobody's believing nothing. But I'm going to see if I can find that damn post. So I'm going to keep trolling until it probably got went bye-bye.
As our board runner here, Andrea, is telling it's in our Facebook link.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yep.
She's got one here too.
I usually do always try and stick it into her portal to get very good. Andrea, is there any way we can repost it back in there? Because I'd like to open it up just for a second to share the love. And anybody who's thinking of moving down to the Gulf Coast, you're not going to want to. Let me go over and. Very good. All right, she's stellar. She's got my library already set up. It's beautiful. So, brother, this came out on Before It's News. Posted in the so you can open it up for a second. I want to discuss the crap that nobody else is talking about, John. This is what's really making me nuts. Nobody's talking about truth. They're hiding the sausage. They're hiding the lies, the swill, shill, and scams. And, if we don't cover this, nobody's going to know that this is going down. So, hey, folks, yep, this is posted over in our Privatis.Me site on the Facebook now. And Andrea has done an excellent job of pretty much whatever I post into our site, she posted over. So everybody can go look at what we're talking about. This is, hey, I may not have an email blast, but, hey, I got another aspect to get into this game, yeah. I don't know if they're hacking me, bro. All I know is my link's broke, and I don't have crap getting out. Michael's, I know he's, HostGator, I'm going to give a shout-out to HostGator. You suck. You suck big turds. You're worthless. I'm going to give you some love because you're worthless. Hey, brother, we've been with HostGator for months and months, no issues whatsoever. Then they tell Michael it's his fault and that he needs to fix it. So he goes and shows them how to fix it, and they still don't want to fix it. They pull this swill shill to try and get us locked and loaded for $100 a month on the new upgraded bull crap. Well, hey, if your downgraded bull crap doesn't work out, we'll be damned if we're going to pay $100 to get into your upgraded crap. We'll take our business elsewhere. See, this is what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to show the love for these people who don't do their freaking jobs or do their capacities, who put the cuss back into customer service. So I'm going to share the love on a different level. So we're going to out them. You know what? We're going to do shout-outs, just like we did with your friends over there in Canada.
Exactly. We don't start bringing this out to the main. We are the
mainstream
now.
Not
exactly.
The mainstream.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, John, if you take a look at this picture, it's beautiful.
I'm
Jacksonville. This is Jacksonville, and Jacksonville, brother, is the East Coast. It's on the other side. This isn't even the Gulf Coast. But take a look at this, folks. If you haven't seen this article, you can go attach to it, just like I said. Anyways, let's take a look at this. Lots of it. For the past 2 weeks, building over the last few months from trace amounts to basically a covering. And when the tide goes out and leaves behind the cliff faces where it carves away the dunes, you can see that it goes down to the soil several inches. Not much bird life and no sea fleas or crabs. The beach is probably dying. Anyways, also the ocean doesn't taste the same, and a brown film washes up with oil. We're here at the St. Johns River outlet, so there's the issue of the polluted river too. So things are way bad. They're killing my beach. Anyways, and then they go down further. If you scroll down, it says, through the Concerned Citizens Report, that's the sad part, concerns their citizens. That's why they don't listen to folks. Anyways, report didn't have any pictures to go along with the report, but a video back from in March, this is about 8 weeks ago, nearby Fort Walton Beach. Folks, been there, and they're like some of the most pristine, whitest beaches you could ever walk your fingers, your toes through. Not anymore. It's poison. It's toxic. Anyways, everyone involved in this spill, and this usually, brother, they had the capacity to clean all this crap up off the surface with a non-biodegradable byproduct that wouldn't cause a hazard to the system. I think it was an actor who was bringing this technology forward, and they knocked him out the box. But they sold the swill so they could put tons and tons of poisons across the dam, not only the people, but the damn water, to soak up so we could hide the lie on how much really bled out. Brother, it's still friggin' bleeding. They only show you the first pump. They didn't show you the second one. They were really covering this really good on rents.com. Hey, folks, if you've never been to that site, it'll open your eyes. RENSE.com. Rents, like rinse without the I. It's RENSE.com. Anyways, they were covering it with some real good integrity. Anyways, John, we take a look at down there and take a look at this scummy-looking, nasty, oil-based water, and they're selling the swill that come on down to Florida. It's fine. Yeah, bullshit, folks. You take your life into your own hands if you go swim in this swamp. Not a good idea. Anyways, anyone who thinks that BP's toxic legacy stops with the Gulf of Mexico fiasco, that should have them all out of work, and the company made extinct, hasn't yet been made aware of BP's past history destroying our planet. Yeah, folks, this is where you live, and they don't care. Anyways, yeah, they don't talk about all the dead animals. Anyways, they should be held accountable for their crimes against the Earth's plant and animal life and humanity. A video description, a comment from the videographer, Corey Lynn, shares heartbreak. Anyways, there are no words. She goes, there are no words to describe this. Just watch the heartbreaking video of my beautiful white beaches that I was born and raised on being destroyed by Corexic and oil. Unfortunately, the Corexic, when it dissolves, actually turns into a gas and is released from the Gulf into the air. So the entire southeast is screwed. But the Gulf of Mexico is ground zero for sure. Damn them to hell for stealing our money, using it for profit, the Goldman Sachs of the world, and using chemical weapons of mass destruction. We will make our mark in history, that's for sure. Anyways, brother, it's just, folks, if you're not paying attention, that's what I'm saying. This is why I'm talking about the propaganda machine. So, John, I'm going to come back out of that article. I'm going to rant for a minute because I can, and dude, I got to cover some crap because everybody fell asleep on me. Unbelievable. Anyways, let's take a look at this. Let's see. Reauthorizing the indefinite detention of U.S. citizens. Well, I'm not one, so I don't have to worry about that. Anyways, without charge might be the scariest provision in the next year's defense spending bill, but it certainly isn't the only one worth worrying about. An amendment tagged on the NDAA Authorization Act for fiscal year 2013 would allow for the United States scum-sucking bottom feeders, i.e. government/bad actors, to create and distribute pro-American propaganda within the country's own borders under the alleged purpose of putting Al-Qaeda, that doesn't even exist. Al-Qaeda is a boogeyman. He doesn't exist, folks. Snap out of it. CIA's already got off the dime and told that truth, but nobody else was listening. Anyways, attempts at persuading the world against Western ideals on ice. Anyways, former U.S. reps went out of their way to ensure that slaves / citizens that they could be excluded from government-created media blasts, but two lawmakers currently serving the country are looking to change all that. Congressman Mac Thornberry. Hey, Mac, how you doing? Sorry, sucker. Out of Texas, and Adam Smith, Washington, introduced the Smith-Munt Modernization Act. It's You gotta love these acts.
They
hey, brother,
tell you right too that they're
it's an act.
You know?
Well, hey, it's like the Patriot. It's like the Patriot Act, called the Anti-Patriot Act. It's exactly the opposite, folks. But you bought the propaganda, and they've got. This is why I say, I'm gonna make sure that video gets out far and wide. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna post it and post it and post it. Hell, I even sent it over to N5D. But I didn't get him to post it. Anyways. Bizarre, brother. Bizarre. Anyways, you can't make this crap up, folks. Anyways, I'm going to read this whole damn article because I hate reading. I mean, I love reading, but I don't like reading over the phone. But that was just another. I just wanted to cover, some specifics. Let me get back to the site, and I'm off the track. Anyways, I guess Dan isn't joining us tonight.
It's not. No, I'm not seeing him on Skype either. He was saying he was having some problems there with his phone and stuff like that, and his internet. So hopefully we can get him on later on today. We'll keep a lookout for him because he does have some love to share, and how he stood as a man in court. And it went quite well for him, and the reactions. I don't want to give away his story, but the reactions of the people there was quite positive.
Cool.
So yeah, he definitely let them know who he was.
Very nice, very nice. Anyways, hey, folks, it's open lines tonight. Give a call. Hey, we'll share the love and. See something, say something, but say it in truth. You know what I'm saying? Not like the clowns of the circus want you to report on your brothers and sisters to them, saying, "Ooh, he's anti-government." I'm not anti-anything. I'm just anti-bad actors, liars, crooks, and thieves. I believe a man should have integrity. I believe a man should have a soul and be able to look at himself in the mirror and look back at his brother when he asks a question. He can give a friggin' valid answer, not some bullshit rhetoric.
Exactly. And for the callers, if they want to call in, the number is 646-478-4075.
Yep, and then you can click on 1 when it tells you to queue to get in the queue. Anyways, John, I just keep finding all this stuff. Plethora of other stuff changing on our horizon. Like I say, the website's going over major transformations. It already has, but more is coming. Videos. People are going to have direction of flow to find where all the lies are hiding. And that's why I call it free truth, because it is free. That's the point.
Hey, Peter, did you have any more information on that video you sent me today about the chemtrail pilot riding in the sky on the 2nd?
Yeah, that was the only thing I found about.
That was all of it, eh? Okay. Weird little background. I'll let the listeners know what I'm talking about. We had a video there, came out there on the 2nd, and basically it's on YouTube. You can check it out. Chemtrail pilot writes last.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab it. While you're talking about it.
Okay, with his jet above New York City. And if any of our listeners have a little more information on that, we'd be more than welcome to hear your side of things.
Oh, she did all links around the Facebook timeline. They're already there. Andrew is way ahead of us.
Taking care of the ship.
I'm a day late and $1 short. What the hell? Anyways, yeah, it's a 4-minute video, folks. You'll want to see it. Chemtrail pilot writes in the sky in New York City the words, "last chance." Isn't that special? Like I say, I'm not into fear porn or into that crap. Anyways, both of you have the ability to see the timeline without signing into Facebook. Okay, cool. She gave me the deal to click on. I'm clicking on it. Oh, very good. Okay, cool. Oh, beautiful. Oh, she's got it all posted there. Yeah, because I want to talk about the chemo and radiation actually make cancer more malignant. And then we got a senior IRS. You know what I feel like, John? You know who I feel like today? I feel like freaking Alex Jones. Because that's what he does. He goes and trolls all the stories of the day, brings them forward, so the sheeple can wake up a little bit, I guess.
Exactly. The only difference here, though, would make this a very clear difference is we have solutions. He might, just give out the fear porn and but we give out solutions on how to fix these kind of things and how to fix, the body and how to fix our planet. In fact, there are modalities that we're going to bring forward too that they can be using to be cleaning up the planet so much better, and so we're just bringing out the show, what's happening, and also to show how we can go about reversing this.
This is beautiful. Andrea, you do such excellent work. I'm putting you in for a promotion. Can't give you the pay, but I can sure as hell give you an excellent job title. Sounds like what I tell Michael all the time. Poor Michael, both of us. It's like, this is brutal. There you go. I love it. Hey, but that's brother, we're sharing the love because this is where we live. Yeah, I don't know who. I posted everybody in the Skype. I was doing a talkie talk tonight, but because without those email blasts, people need reminding all the time. It's not all, but a good portion. If they haven't seen our emails probably in a regular basis in about 14, 15 days, so they probably forgot about Brother Peter and what's going on over in his world. But it's all right. Anyways, she got the 12-minute third-party debt termination. Are you on this page, John?
I am. I'm looking at it. I'm going through it.
Isn't it beautiful?
Beautiful,
My
yeah.
goodness.
Wow. Someone's been hard at work.
Yeah, well, what she does, she posts everything that Pathetic Peter puts in the loop so everybody can follow it. This is great. This is fantastic. Andrea, I love it. Anyways, we're getting almost close to a break, John, but let me cover, here. Now, this is funny. I'm feeling like Alex. Senior IRS official, I'm not good at math. Gee, go figure. None of these clowns are good at math because they create numbers out of nowhere. Anyways, folks, if you haven't come over to our Facebook page, come on in, sign up, and every time something posts, you'll get it because Peter posts the stuff that will literally rip the curtain back. And I think we should have. I guess I'm sure we have over here. Let me see that video. Yep, I'll guarantee you. Let me see. Hold on. The video should be over here. Let's see. I gotta scroll down. Lots of stuff. Scalar. Okay. She even posted my Shine Down Sounds of Madness. That's beautiful. Oh, that's great. I'm trying to find this the video that I was posting today. Oh, she's got the 501c3 facts about churches and, anyways, cancertruth.net. My goodness, boy, you're posting everything. Well, now I know what to do. This is some really great meat and potatoes. I'm really, really impressed. Let's see. I'm going to find. There it is. North Korea, folks. It's on this page. North Korea exposes the Western propaganda because that's what we're talking about. The propaganda because you've been fed the shill, the swill. This is an hour and 35 minutes. Yeah, you got to have more than the attention span of a gnat to watch this. But I'll tell you what, you do, and you're going to have a lot more clarity. I posted this on Thursday's call, and or Wednesday. I'm sorry. I'm going to repost it for probably the next couple of weeks because this is the stuff everybody needs to see, and it's not just USA, folks. My Canadian brothers are getting lied to too. You guys are getting propagandized like nobody else either. And here, I like this article. New York Police Department cop: we have quotas because we're lazy. Anyways, then we got Dr. Maurice Hilleman. And he admitted the presence of SV40, AIDS, and cancer viruses in vaccines. Don't you like that, John? They put nice poisons in all these beautiful shots that everybody's going to get.
Well, I don't trust anybody, giving me, this vial full of stuff that I have no idea what was put into it at any point in my life. So, these people that just allow these people to stick them with these needles all the time, without any concern about what's in it, just blows my mind.
Yep. Well, on that note, John, my rant's done for this half hour. And like I say, folks, feel free to call and share the love. We're open for calls tonight. We're going to go ahead and take a break right now. So, everybody go do what they do when they take a break, and we'll move forward in a minute. We'll catch you in a minute. Thanks.
Privatis.Me, because it's time to learn how to operate in private away from corporate eyes. You can now stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter. Just head over to our homepage and click on the Facebook and Twitter icons. Now you can receive updates, important links, or just stop by to let us know how you're doing. We also have a Privatis YouTube page where you can access the latest step-by-step videos and watch our radio show archives as videos. Privatis.Me. Learning how to live in private has never been so easy.
All right, welcome back to In the Spirit of Things. Anyways, it's a beautiful night. We have lots of topics. Anyways, well, folks, we are solutions-oriented. Matter of fact, we have some beautiful stuff on our site on how to remove presumptions of any past 10, 40. See, folks, I got a feeling I'm getting hacked over at my house because I'm sharing the love on a different level. You're not supposed to know it's so damn simple to remove a presumption, i.e. consent via your signature that you gave over willy-nilly because somebody lied to you about filling out the wrong form. And this is where they got you drafted for performance at the start of the game. Anyways, hey, matter of fact, that video is already posted over on the site for our full members. I guess I need to rant on the full members, John, because, we're shutting down at midnight tomorrow night. Even though I've been getting the emails, I've got literally thousands in the site sitting in the free seats, but I guess they're all well. I guess none of them have third-party bottom feeders messing with them or nothing. That's a lot of 90% of them. I guess they're all well because.
Geez, I thought it was a $1 billion a year industry these guys were cleaning up on. So yeah.
Oh, it's $1 trillion a year. Yeah, I'm sure it's $1 trillion. Anyways, folks, for full members, and John, I will be doing a video with the full members tour. I don't have it up yet. I'm working on that next. I can only do one thing at a time, and Brother Zach's helped me do a lot of heavy lifting. We already have the free help or the free truth video that's coming forward, and it's literally going to give them the tour of everything pretty much on the site that's free, like the cancer page, the audios, videos, YouTubes, education page, the crap on the my brothers at the IRS, the banking system. Folks, this is a plethora. This is a one-stop shop for your educational paradigm shift like you've never seen. And I'm just getting warmed up because I keep bringing more and more stuff as I go. Don't want to busy you with the mundane, but we're definitely going to give you direction of flow. So come on over. The water's fine. Join up for free. You'll get our memos when we start putting them out again because we're fixing the cracks in the ice on that system. But I got a feeling, John. So it's the membership's going to go to $240, folks, after midnight Sunday. But so be it. I'm doing a lot of heavy lifting, so is a bunch of other people, and we're trying to share the love. And anyways, nothing lasts forever. Anyways, however, the education, John, this is the sad part, is you'll have people with tens of thousands of dollars in third-party debt, and they'll roll the dice and do nothing, and then they wonder why they get binded up in the system of downs after the fact, because they fail to remove a presumption. And it's so damn simple, for the most part, administratively, and they're dead. Once you nuke the airfield, they are dead. I dare them, even if they try and drag in the court, if they issue a default judgment, remember I was telling you Wednesday, we're going to step this up another notch, and we're going to share the love on a different level, and misprision of a felony is where it needs to go, I guess. So since there's no enforcement, we get to rat them out. So we can have some fun that way, sort of like what I did on my third-party debt scumbag who was knee-deep in my back pocket on that student loan, and I got him out. Anyways, it sounds like we got somebody busy in the background trying to get on a phone conversation.
We've got a little one here trying to get my attention.
That's
He's
all
very
good.
Excited. He knows I'm talking to Uncle Peter.
Oh yeah, Uncle Pete, that sorry sucker on the other end. Yeah, Daddy, he never shows up. How come? Anyways, you gotta love it. But I want to get into some other stuff. Anyways, we got the video.
I just sent you a little link there. One of the solutions that people are working on, that the technologies are there for helping to clean up our oceans and stuff like that. And the one I just sent you there was from earthheal.com, and is basically news for a 19-year-old who invented a device that can clean up all the plastics in the oceans, which we know is an absolute just disgrace, the absolute billions and billions of tons of plastic waste and stuff like that. and he's claiming to reveal the plans to create an ocean cleanup array that could remove over 7,250,000 tons of plastic waste from the world's oceans. This device consists of an anchored network of floating booms and processing platforms that can be dispatched to garbage patches around the world. And just a link for that.
Yep. Yeah. That's great. Well, like I say, and when this garbage was going down, God, I forget what actor it was. There was I think it was Kevin Costner of all people. Actually had to develop technology that would get all the oil off the top. And but gee, that was just too much like right, because then we could see how much. See, this is what happens when the scumbags got to hide crap, because they didn't want to know. They didn't want people to know how much really busted out of those pipes. Anyways, it's a dead zone now, bro. I wouldn't go swimming in it, folks. If you got family members living down there, well, I'm sure they're getting sick. I'm sure. Anyways, you just can't make this stuff up. Anyways, let me go. Let's move forward, I guess. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see you posted inventions, ocean cleanup. Yeah, that's sounds like a common sense solution, John. I don't know if we'll have any of that.
But you know what I mean? It just goes to show these are our youths now that are coming forward with this technology and stuff like that, that are just learning, and don't really have the knowledge that supposedly the adults on this planet have, and coming up with real solutions and real ways to turn this system around. And it's being blocked. All these technologies are being blocked left and right. It's like they're just poisoning our world on purpose to some nefarious act or deed for. We don't know quite why they want to do this to our planet, but if we don't start standing up and start bringing these things forward as a living man, not as a citizen, so that they can't trample all over us when we bring these technologies out and all this kind of stuff, we are in for a world of hurt. And the technology is already invented. The technology is already out there. It's just being suppressed.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Most definitely. Well, hey, I want to get on the cancer thing for a minute.
Okay.
Share the love about my scumbag brothers at the FDA and Big Pharma and all those clowns at the circus. Brother, I have absolutely no respect for when I know I'm being lied to like this. I mean, how can you have respect for literally, throwing your brothers and sisters under the bus for a buck, for a stinking buck? Talk about soulless entities with no heart. Matter of fact, I had a friend of mine right here locally. She went and decided to get the mastectomy. They got her in fear factor mode, and because she didn't have time to research anything for herself, she's now missing 2 breasts and some lymph nodes.
Horrible.
Isn't that special? Yeah.
It's like something right out of a horror movie. I feel like I'm back in time 200 years when people tell me that they have cancer. I've known the cure for cancer for years now. I've known 4 or 5 cures for cancer, let alone just one. It's something right out of a horror movie. It's like, I don't know. I can't even. And it comes back to the propaganda machine, John. Exactly,
so here we go.
Exactly.
It comes back to propaganda. You've been lied to your entire stinking life, and nobody told me this. The mainstream media isn't going to tell you crap, folks. You got to get your mind right and get out of that dysfunctional paradigm, because that's where all the lies lay. So you got liars, crooks, and thieves. You're nothing but a hypothecation event, and they just want your stinking money. They can't make money on you when you're well, and if they can't patent it, they don't want to talk about it. Just like all the cannabis cures, John, and stuff like that that nobody's talking about, which I got stuff posted on my site at the YouTube. I'm fixing to up the ante a little bit. But go ahead and click on, if you haven't, brother. It's called Waking Times. That article is posted in our page that we're on right now.
Okay.
It's called Chemo and Radiation Actually Make Cancer More Malignant. Well, no kidding. Hey, folks, because it's a chemical carcinogenic. Anyways, I want to read a little bit because I'm feeling like a Peter the Reader tonight. Anyways, cancer is the second leading cause of death in the developing world, and yet we're still in the dark ages. There you go, folks, when it comes to treating and understanding it. The colossal failure of conventional cancer treatments reflects a fundamental misunderstanding of what cancer, the enemy, actually is. For one, chemotherapy and radiotherapy are both intrinsically carcinogenic treatments. The only justification for their use, in fact, is that they are highly effective at damaging the DNA within cells, which, with the hope that the cancer cells will be more susceptible to being harmed than the healthy ones. Sadly, not always true, mostly not true. Anyways, the reality, however, is that the collateral damage from treatment is inevitable. It is not a matter of if, but what degree the damaging side effects will occur. As in modern warfare, the decision to strike is often based on deciding how much collateral damage the civilian population is deemed acceptable. This is not unlike the fixation and toxicological risk assessments for drugs, environmental pollutants, food additives, etc., where determining an acceptable level of harm, a rather horrible oxymoron, to the exposed population is the first order of business. Grab that for you. Plant your minds around that, folks, for a second. And like John and I have been talking. My brother up in Chicago, his sister was sent home to die, and she put herself. She had lung cancer. Put herself on a little bit of Celtic salt and some sodium bicarbonate through an ventilator. What is it called?
Inhalator, isn't it?
Ventilator, not a ventilator. God, I can't even think of the freaking word.
I know what you're thinking too. Now.
Anyways, you suck it in, folks. It goes straight into the sodium bicarbonate, so oxygen rich. It kills all pathogens in the alveolar sacs, and that's exactly what it did. Within 2 weeks, she was cleared up. Gee, go figure. God, but it's only 3 cents a dose. We can't make no money on that. See, folks, snap out of it. It's about the freaking money. They sent her home to the boneyard to die with the friggin' chemical therapy, and it didn't work, and we don't have anything else we can do for you. Go home and die. And she wasn't ready to give up yet, and she came back around the other side. But hey, folks, what the hell do we know?
Hey, Peter. You know, when I take something here, natural, when I'm not feeling so well, it seems to make me feel better. You go and get this chemo, and people are dreading it so badly because they know the destruction it's going to do to their body and the pain the laser is going to put them through. And it's like, well, maybe your body's trying to tell you something. That this is not the right modality for your body. If you're not taking something and you're starting to feel better, you're feeling 1,000 times worse, well, maybe there's something wrong. Maybe you should look into this and go, wait a minute, this isn't right, and stop believing these, pharmaceutical drug dealers. That basically is all we have nowadays in these hospitals and all this kind of stuff. It's not all bad, but, it's just, like I say, the propaganda, the programming, and this is all they know.
Yeah, well, here, this is an article they all want to read and send to their friends who actually buy the swill. So, folks, and go to my cancer page. I got a plethora of excellent reading knowledge to get your mind right, and it's free. Yep. Anyways, it's all over on my site. So, John, that's why I had to do a direction of flow video, because nobody was finding anything. They didn't know it existed. So I'm going to make sure everybody knows where everything in my house is, so they can open up the cupboards and help themselves to a good cup of... Yeah, always somebody trying to call me when I'm on this phone. You gotta love it. Anyways, we have stuff. Anyways, folks, educational portals that will peel the curtain back so far you'll never be able to go back to sleep. And then you can share it with your friends and your neighbors because it's freaking free. Join for free. My job is to educate the masses if they're willing to wake up. If they're not, they get to go back to sleep and they'll die for a lie. That's their choice too. That's why we all have free will. That's why I started this show, Free Will. We all have free will. Anyways, John, let's get to chemo agent classifications by The Who, and that's not the band The Who. It's the whores up at the top of the pecking order who are in bed with the UN. Go figure, they're in bed with the UN, and then they have Codex Alimentarius. Yeah, I'll go out and find that post, make sure it gets on our site. I'll tell you what, Andrea's posting all this stuff. I was not aware how much she was posting. This is beautiful. Hey, this is going to be a Facebook page to remember for everybody because, I'm going to keep bringing the love. Hell, it's a wake-up call, revisited times. This is like a nuclear attack. I love it. Anyways, Andrea, keep doing what you do. I'll keep posting. Anyways, let's go into the DNA damaging of genetotoxic effects of chemotherapy and radiation therapy. According to the prevailing wisdom, are the number one cause of cancer initiation and promotion. This is known as the mutational theory of cancer and has been the dominant explanation for half a century. Well, John, let's talk about it. It hasn't got better in 50 years. It's actually gotten worse. And yet they're spending trillions. Well, folks, snap out of it. This is the deal. They make money off them hospitals. They make money off them buildings. They got to pay those CEOs those big fees. Just like that crap with Project Pink on the running crap. Anybody donate to that, you need to stop, because all you're doing is it goes to the CEO. They ain't creating any dadgum medical technology to fix anything. They're pocketing they're victimizing you through your good intent, but they have nothing but bad intent. Anyways, yeah, John, they were rolling through my neighborhood trying to collect for that crap. I said, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Now they got the kids. See, they sold the kids out. See, the parents aren't even researching this crap, and they're letting their kids go out and troll for dollars for a scam.
And the funny thing is, Peter, we go back, 40, 50 years. Cancer was so rare that they used to have doctors come around the world, like for childhood leukemia and all this kind of stuff, around the world to come see this stuff. It was like, case studies that have never been seen before. And, this is back, in the times where our medicine supposedly wasn't as advanced as it is now. And now it's, one in every, so many children that are getting cancers of multiple types. Adults, everybody's getting cancer left and right, and we're supposed to be in this modern AIDS in this modern world where we have modalities for curing. Well, there's no such thing as a cure.
Anyways, Michael gave me the key word I was looking for: nebulizer. Thank you, Brother Mike.
There you go.
I love it when people Skype me and because they know the word I'm looking for. I just don't know the word I'm looking for. Anyways, hey, you got to have some fun. It's all good. Thank you, brother. Anyways, let's get back to the chemo. Folks, this is the wake-up call. It truly is the wake-up call. Everything I tell you is 100% verifiable truth. I've already put up modalities on my website, audios on how to properly use Celtic salt, sodium bicarbonate. You got Dr. Mark Serkis's book over there, extremely informative, educational, on magnesium chloride. These simple, dirt cheap modalities they don't want me talking about. So that's exactly what I'm going to stick and talk about. Food-grade hydrogen peroxide, extremely makes the body oxygen-rich. MMS, this is all the stuff they don't want me talking about. That's exactly what the hell I'm going to be talking about, because it's nothing but the unadulterated truth. Everything they're telling you is lies, see? This is why you have to keep coming back, John. It's propaganda, folks. And if you haven't watched the propaganda movie, come over to this Facebook page and pluck it right off the page. North Korea exposed, I know for the naysayers, it goes, North Korea, all right. Folks, your world ain't telling you the truth. Now, I just pulled up a document. See, John, this is where I live. So that's why I pull up this document, what the scumbags behind closed doors are planning on doing, is creating more propaganda in USA Inc. And now they're trying to push a bill through to guarantee more propaganda to the masses, so they don't never get the memo. So here's some more irrevocable proof. So folks, it is propaganda. What I'm speaking of here is dead nuts truth. It's the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And I'm going to give you enough information to verify everything. If you can't verify it, then it's just hearsay. Well, I don't live in the land of hearsay. So, anyways, I'm getting excited, John.
Oh, and it looks like Dan is in the house now. He just sent me a message here. So,
well, cool.
He's calling in to the show right now, so we should get him on the second half here. And
you want to know the number? Hey, Dan, just click on the Blog Talk I Am Freewill link, and the number is posted right on there, I think. Yeah, in the email, the one I sent you. That would work. And the producer, if you're coming right in, since nobody else is coming in tonight, just let you right through. All right.
Yeah, that'll be a good time.
Yeah. Anyways, 646-478-4075.
Yeah, that'll be very exciting to have him come forward here. another
well, what I may do is just let me ride on this chemo crap till the top of the hour, because we got about 7 minutes, and let me just finish up with that so I can. My
another thing I want to add there, Peter. Another thing I want to add. Can you hear me?
No. What? What'd you say?
Another thing I wanted to add was, seeing as this thing that happened with Fukushima and all this kind of stuff, the media's not touching whatsoever. These are the type of things that people are going to have to put in their diets regularly now. And another one I wanted to mention was nascent iodine.
Nascent. N-A-S-C-E-N-T. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and that's protecting the thyroid, because the thyroid will collect these heavy radioactive materials and stuff like that if you're not adding this to your diet and cleaning this stuff out, and this will cause all kinds of problems. Especially now with all this in our air and stuff like this, there are ways to clean this radiation out of our system, and keep the cancers away and all this. And this stuff is out there, folks. We can't just ignore it.
It's ironic. On this article, John, if you go down to the bottom, why conventional treatments fail and will continue to do so, and there's Cancer Step Outside the Box by Ty Bollinger, and that man uncovers, it's about a 495-page read, folks. Yep, and I actually read it. I know, heavy lifting, isn't it? Well, you know what? I don't want to die for a lie, so I'm willing to research, and I'm willing to read everything and weigh the truth or if it's bull crap. So, matter of fact, hey, folks, if you've never been to www.cancertutor.com, pull it up and store it in your computer for a reference point. That's a really nice site as well, and it's posted on my site over in the medical side of Privatis.Me. So it's on the cancer page. But anyways, it's ironic. This guy he lost 7 family members, John, and then he wrote this book because he couldn't believe what was going down. And then he started researching, and he tied in all the money, just like I did, and he had his irrevocable proof. But the book is an excellent read. Yeah, it's called Cancer Step Outside the Box. Anyways, he I'm sure has updated it, but I'm just want to cover chemo agent classified by the WHO as carcinogenic. Anyways, they call it. Let me see. I'm trying to find where I left off at. Anyways, it's absolutely disconcerting that the standard of care in cancer treatment today is still to use genotoxic agents versus substances that are able to selectively harm the bad cells. Gee, John, okay, let's talk about selectively harm the bad cells. Have you ever heard of Laetrile, John?
I have.
What you call it's actually B17, folks. You get it out of, I think it's apricot seeds. I'm going to post that site where I buy mine, because I was actually buying the actual B17 in the pill form from Mexico. So, you know what, I think I need to post it over at my house. So everybody, if they need to get some B17, and if they're dealing with an issue, folks, it only attacks the bad cells. It leaves everything else intact the way it's supposed to, just like graviola, which is a fruit extract, and I'm well aware of that because I've researched it as well. Go figure. But yet they're still using adriamycin, not so affectionately named the Red Devil, for its lethal side effects, and it's highly selective in which cells it kills. Anyways, let's take the cancer drug tamoxifen, for example. It is classified by the WHO and the American Cancer Society as a human carcinogen. They're saying it themselves. Hey, John, I think we talked about this before. Did I not tell you 90% of all oncologists don't treat their families with these modality of treatments they poison the rest of my brothers and sisters with?
That should definitely tell you something, shouldn't it, Peter?
Yeah, it should tell you everything, folks. Snap out of it. Matter of fact, Ty Bollinger's book, he covered that extensively. When the clown at the circus won't use the crap on himself or his own family members, he'll go somewhere else. 90%, folks, of all oncologists will not use the modalities they're subscribing to you. There you go. So that should tell you everything, because they know it's poison. It's going to kill the body. There's natural alternatives. The creator knew what he was doing when he made natural alternatives, because you can fix it at just about any level. I know people have been sent to the boneyard and come out the other side. So, I know the propaganda machines did a great job of wrecking your brainstem, folks, and this is why I'm here. I'm going to shake the tree. I'm going to shake it hard, and either some fruit falls out or nothing falls out. Anyways, John, it's This is a paradigm shift. This is a direction of flow, folks. Everything I'm going to share with you, you can get irrevocable proof if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking to go back to sleep, you can do that as well. That's called freedom with responsibility, or lack thereof. Anyways, I love my brothers and sisters enough to actually say something, John. While the rest of the masses stay dead asleep, they're not talking about this. But, you've got good people out there like Dr. Rebecca Carley talking about the vaccines, the weapons of mass destruction. What's the name of that site, John? That's got, matter of fact, you need to post that in the site so I don't have to keep asking for it. We'll post it over.
I'll send that to Andrew right now.
Yeah,
it's novaccine.com.
Yeah, folks, you want to find out what's really in those poisonous shots? It's really, truly poison. And if you get another one, you tell the government scumbags you want their kids standing in line first, and you'll be the first one giving the shot to them. Yeah. Now it's forced compliance at the end of a gun. I saw an article this past week, John, 1,700 school members, I think it was up in, I forget what state. Anyways, going to be expelled because they didn't get their update on their poison Gardasil shots and crap.
Exactly. Just
folks, it's getting worse. So this is a wake-up call. We can remove presumptions. Only slaves have to go do this. Get out of the body politic as a first start. Get off the voter rolls. Remove your presumptions on multiple levels, and that's why we already have formatted documents that you can use as a full member, because we don't sell anything over there. Yeah, you're going to pay for your membership, though. That's where you get your educational groove on, because we want you competent. Anyways, John, it's 8 o'clock, and I've been bantering long enough, and we'll bring Dan in after the hour, and he'll share the love on that level. And, hey, folks, I guess these 519, I think is. Yeah, is that you, Dan?
That's Dan, yeah.
Yep. All right. Let me see. I'm asking you, are you 519? You got to answer the question, brother.
He's saying he could be at 226, actually, because he's calling it through Skype, so 226.
All right, well, it sounds like he's the one. Andrew, I'll tell you what, let's go to break, and we'll bring Dan back in after the break.
VerdictProductions.com. Do you have footage you want turned into a video? Weddings, family gatherings, sports games? High-quality video production for any project you have. We also create detailed slideshows if you have information you want to put on YouTube or your website for all to see. Many other services including audio enhancement, music production, and CD mastering for your band. Need a company logo or an ad? No problem. We also specialize in graphic design to make your business or website stand out. Head over to VerdictProductions.com for a quote. Lowest prices on the net guaranteed.
All right. Welcome back to the top of the hour in the spirit of things, folks. And I think we got Brother Dan coming in the loop, and I'm going to share a little of his story. Anyways, we're going to get off the cancer crap for a minute. It's posted at our Facebook, folks. You can plug it right off there and read for yourself. I just bring you the information, and it's your job to carry a little water and verify. Anyways, on that note, John, we're all live from New York. It's Saturday night. What's up, Brother Dan?
Live from Canada too.
How you doing, Dan?
Hey.
Excellent, man. How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Oh. Yep. We're just having a little problem.
I'm doing great, eh?
Yeah, just having problems getting his emails out to the masses a little bit. Michael and I are working on it, though. Yeah. Anyways, maybe by next week.
I see you're using MailChimp now. Ask Mike if he's ever tried Aweber. I found that to work really well for me.
Yeah, MailChimp's just the Band-Aid until he gets the transition all the way over, I think. So I know he's moving everything. He's had like I say, HostGator sucks. I'm letting them know they suck. It's all good, and I'm going to show the love because they don't know how to do their damn. They put the cuss back into customer service. Anyways, they ain't going to be getting no kudos from me. That's for damn sure.
So, Dan, why don't you give us a little background on what's been going on and what you've been up to and what you've been learning?
I've been learning some pretty cool stuff, guys. As you're well aware, you've been a huge part of it. But yeah, I've had this court case for driving with no insurance and with expired stickers. Basically the whole 9 yards. I wasn't driving my car at all. I drove it to Windsor to see my goddaughter for her confirmation in November of last year, and I got pulled over at a ride program, and then I got pulled over the very next day. They were waiting for me on the 401 because I wasn't speeding. There was no reason for them to pull me over, but obviously they were waiting for me. At any rate, it's all good, man. We had our trial date put off twice, and that was Friday. And I was a bit nervous to say the least, but by the same token, I knew that I was standing my ground for the truth and for a good reason. And I went in there after talking in detail with John. Thanks, man. I can't thank you enough.
Not a problem. Jesse too.
Jesse too. Yeah. But I went in there knowing exactly what I was going to say, and if you could have seen the way this guy was just taking people's heads off one after the other. The person before me, it was the third or fourth offense, and he just looked at the girl and said, "If I ever see you again, you're not going to see the light of day for 10 years." And he was going on. It was like, what? This guy was just rude. I couldn't believe what he was.
They're bullies, brother. They're freaking bullies with no heart.
Unbelievable. If you could have saw the way he was treating people, just unbelievable. And then my name came up, and I was like, oh, here we go. And I thought it was going to be intense and involved, but I was in and out of there in 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you say or do, or how did it play out?
Well, it was pretty simple. I'll start by telling you that the court clerk wouldn't even admit that they were the court clerk, and they would not take any of my paperwork regardless of what I said.
Wow. Yeah, what's new, huh, John? Sounds familiar, don't it?
Yeah, we may have had a little help there and helping him with his paperwork that they don't like at those court clerks' offices very much. So that might have been our fault.
No, hey, it's all good. So I went up, and when I started my whole spiel with, I said, well, I just want to first say that the court clerk said that they aren't here to take paperwork, so I'm just here to give it to the prosecutor, and I handed it right to the ground. And he looked at me with a real bad look on his face, and he said, what's this? Like, with real attitude. And I just said, it's all there on the paper, my friend. Just go ahead and read it. And I was very, very mellow.
And what was that paperwork, Dan?
What's that, John?
And what was that paperwork that you handed to the prosecutor?
That was an affirmation that I had some good help from you putting together, actually. A notice affirmation, and it just it really hit everything home. I don't think the prosecutor was very thrilled when he started looking at it. His face sunk.
I don't have a good slave giving over here. This is not working out really well for me. I might have to pick up the tab on this charge. He who brings the charge pays a damn bill.
Yeah. He didn't. He lost his attitude real fast.
I love it. Do you have a name? I want to share the love with that brother.
I do. His name was Ian, and geez, you know what? I can't think of his last name. I don't have it here with me, Peter. But we can share.
Ian, how you doing? Well, we gotta give him a shout out. John and I, we do roll call over here. So,
we definitely do roll call.
Then after he took that, I just I put my paperwork in front of me, and I said good afternoon, and I basically just came out and said I'm here in peace and honor as a living man to settle this case with any injured party. I wish to assign you as trustee of the trustee in charge here today, and the judge is plunk in his chair. Ooh.
I love it.
Just kind of stood him in his tracks there, eh, Dan? They don't know how to chop your head off, did they?
He was bulldozing everybody and looking them right in the eye and intimidating them. He would not even look at me. He would not even look in the eye.
Wow.
The people that sit in front of him, I don't know who those clowns are, but one was dressed up kind of like a judge too. I don't know if they're the court clerk. I don't understand who all those people are, but all three of them, looking down at their notes, they would not look at me. They would not look at me.
Hey, well, Dan, let me share. I'll let you come right back, but that's what happened with Brother Michael when when it was time to let him go. The judge was shuffling her paperwork, and she goes, Michael J. Bukowski, you're free to leave. And then she looks straight up at him in his eyes, says, and Michael, you're free to go. See, she recognized that there was a separation between the dead entity and the man. See, brother, that's what happened here. You came forward as the live man, not the dead entity, because they can only make a collective claim on a dead entity, a like corporate fiction, and you didn't stand in that capacity. That's beautiful.
It's so empowering too, man. I mean, I didn't know what was going to go down. I even gave a habeas corpus to my buddy just in case.
Yeah, right. Just hedging your bets, right?
Prepared for what happened, brother. I was prepared. And then the last thing I just said is, if there's no injured party, I do not understand why I've been summoned here today. And he, like I say, he sunk, he paused, and then he said, "I don't have time to deal with this today."
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah. What, do you give you a continuance? Yeah, you don't want a continuance.
Yeah, no, I realize that now, brother. But you know what? It's still a victory as far as I'm concerned, because I have no fear of the clowns now. It did what it needed to do for me, and I do have to go back July 25th, but I have a funny feeling that the Crown's not going to want me to go back and present part of the
Well, but I'm sure we'll come up with something we can utilize, brother, way before July 25th.
And this is what I've been telling Dan, too. Now is the time that he can properly notice these nefarious ones with a proper, settle the account and bring forth a proper claim within so many days. And if not, well, default judgment, right? So, exactly.
Beautiful.
So we're gonna have some fun.
And this is, hey, Dan, isn't this nice when the unity comes together, the collective mindset? And this is what I've been talking about for months and months. And it seems like we're getting a little gravitational pull. Hey, I cannot wait to see Sister Cookie and Greg's video of what they did in court, because they stood in the proper capacity as living beneficiary and appointed that sorry-ass judge, the trustee, because they said straight up to the judge, they said, the clerk of the court, she must be the trustee. And he retorts his big fat ass right up and says, she's not the trustee. And then says, then you must be the trustee. Anyways, hey, guess what, brother? That's on video. That's coming forward. So I can't wait. Till we can get that posted, and that should be hopefully sometime this week. That comes through, and with the multiple of other things I've been working on.
Dying to see it, man. Dying to see it.
Yeah, this stuff is huge. Like, that's what I'm saying. Everyone's trying to make it all complicated and stuff like that. And that's one thing I'll give a little shout out to Carl there. He definitely simplified this up. How we can be back and forth in either capacity as the legal citizen, if you wish to be. Go ahead, if that's benefit and privileging you at the time. And if it's not helping and benefiting you at the time, then take back your rights as a man at any time that you want. And it's just that most people don't know that. And we're showing it. We're showing proof positive that this stuff does work, and that these guys do not know how to handle a true living man who knows who he is.
Well,
hey, I want everybody to know that's listening right now. If I can go in and do this, and anybody can, man. You just have to believe in what these guys are saying is true, and it absolutely is.
Yep. Yeah, well, like I say, Dan, I got brothers and sisters dealing with third-party debt scumbags and stuff, and, some getting weak-kneed Willie on me because they actually buy because of an attorney. Folks, an attorney is a scumbag, and I want to share a little bit about what I did with an attorney scumbag on an old debt. Because everybody's scared of attorneys. I love attorneys. I eat them for freaking breakfast. They suck. They're worthless pieces of crap, and I'm gonna beat the brakes off them because I can. And like I say, I used to hunt them for sport because they're the dumbest son of a bitches. All they know is procedure. They don't know nothing else. They don't have a friggin' valid thought in their head. Anyways, but I had this third-party scumbag come through for a $3,500 passed as a third-party scumbag, and brother, I did a UCC, I did a copyright and a couple other documents, and I basically told him I'd lead his sorry ass in perpetuity if he ever wrote to me again. And I never heard a boo. He never farmed it out to another third-party bottom feeder. It was the end of that game. See, when you know who you are, folks, these are just chumps. They're just low-lying chumps. They're perpetrating a fraud on this third-party debt. And I get excited about this, Dan, because I cannot believe that people are kowtowing to what, and I've been bantering on this bullcrap for the last 6 months, and I can prove everything I say, and they're all just standing back. No, I don't know. And you know what? If you're
people
a
are
weak
afraid,
really,
brother. People are afraid. That's what it is. People, and you know what? You know, I was a bit afraid, but you have to push through that. When you push through it, and you see them actually. I felt so powerful in that court. It was like they looked like they were afraid of me. They would not look me in the eye.
Oh, Johnny, he got a taste of what you got.
Exactly. It's almost becoming our secret little drug, you know, going to these courts and standing up to these guys and getting our rush on because.
Well, yeah. Look at what Sister Cookie did when the bail. Hey, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, what a rush. I told my buddy I was going to float out of that place like a butterfly, and I did, man. I walked out of there just floating. It was like, this was awesome. I felt so good.
We were never supposed to know we had the power. See, we've been giving over consent through the propaganda machine, the paradigm crap, because everybody, I don't know, you know, see, brother, these success stories are going to be the catalyst. This is the catalyst. This is what's happening. This is the paradigm shift that I'm talking about. Hey, I don't know why I'm here. I'm just all I am is the conduit, you know, and I just want to bring this forward. And it's these beautiful stories that keep coming through my front door. And I had, brother, if you didn't hear the one with Brother Sam on Wednesday night, he had a sister who did a third-party debt termination on a foreclosure, and they stood down and threw the damn case out.
Wow, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, that was Wednesday night. And then I got Sister Cookie. Like I said, I can't wait till the video with the transcripts comes. She had the foresight of mind to actually tape the whole damn thing. See, Cookie was an actual transcriptionist herself, and she knew the rules. See, because I had one person send me a question, well, I don't know what the rules are. Well, then you need to go look them up, you know. See, and that's the problem. Everybody's operating from a position of no knowledge, and they're not willing to even do any research. Well, Cookie knew well that, hey, she could have her own transcriptions in there because she knew the scumbags would bury the record. They would disappear it. If it's a public record, they'll disappear it. So she knew better. So this is all on record. It's all been transcribed. So they're not going to be able to play hide the sausage on this one. And the fact that the third-party scumbags tried coming back through her door, the lawyers, and she didn't consent and give over, they had to send them an email. They sent them an email. I really felt they didn't need to respond, but I said, you know what? If you do, these are the documents we would put forth. We don't give legal advice, but Michael and I gave her a little tutelage, and I got a feeling they're just they're scratching their heads, scratching their butts. They don't know whether to crap or wind their wristwatch about now.
Yeah, true that, man. If you know who you are and you know what your rights are, you know that under common law, inherent God-given rights that we have, they don't stand a chance. We rule that courtroom, and I didn't know how true that was until Friday.
Well, I am so glad you had a success because, we always like to share the successes, but there are always the ones who will go over and not be strong. You know, like I say, it is a big jump, but at the same time, it's not. Because when do you draw a line in the sand? When do you stand up for yourself as the man? You know, and that's the whole point. Everybody keeps giving over via consent. Matter of fact, all these people go to jail because of consent. And just like I've covered, I got a video over on our webpage. It's over there. I forget what. I did a not a PowerPoint, but I did a direction of flow. I didn't go through all the videos on the. Maybe I'll do another one just on the damn videos page because there's so much good stuff over there. But we're gonna give. I'd like to give more direction of flow, like I always do. Anyways,
Brother, you've given some awesome direction of flow, and I'm going to be talking on one of these shows about my third-party debt success in the next little bit. So.
Oh yes, and brother, they're done. They're so done when you sent them the beautiful red box. They can never produce the claim. Even if they want to drag your ass into court, that's fine. Hey, I'm asking, he's not telling. Who's got the valid claim? Boom. That's the only question. You're the king. The king asks questions. He doesn't kowtow to scumbags.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Who knew? Who knew? I always knew something was wrong. I didn't know the solution. You know, I didn't know the solution. I've known something was drastically wrong ever since I was a little kid. I've always known that in the pit of my stomach that something was just not right with the whole system, and
now, hey Dan,
I feel so empowered right now.
just to give us clarity to the listeners and stuff like that, the paperwork you first sent me, it had a lot of legalese in it, right? It was quoting a lot of their codes to them and stuff like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and it was from a whole slew of other sources that I had on my computer, kind of thrown together. But I'm so glad we talked, man, because I think that paper really, it was just like taking that Crown Attorney right in the teeth.
Exactly, and we didn't use any legalese words or terms or anything else like that, did we? It was very simple. What was it? I think 6 lines, I believe, 6 to 10 lines.
There's 9 lines.
9 lines. There you go. Yeah. And
it's all easy to understand too.
Exactly.
Yeah. Keep it simple, stupid, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's where we're living. In a way, the simpler we can make it, the easier it's going to be for my brothers and sisters. That's what, what? Michael had the foresight of mind to create this international package without codes and statutes. He says, what the hell, we don't need that crap. He goes, we just need the damn claim. I said, you're right. So we went that direction, and those third-party debt termination packages, we don't need to mention Fair Debt Collection Practices Act and all this other crap. We just got to tell them, hey, bring the damn claim. We give them a paper to fill out for themselves, which they'll never fill out. And that's what I keep telling my brothers and sisters. Even on Thursday, I did a call, and you got people who still want to open up the present inside, the cookie inside. Now, to initiate process with the clown who's sending you something, yeah, that's the one you might want to open, and then you're going to give him your counteroffer, and he's never going to be able to respond with it to a valid claim, and not in a million years. So that's beautiful. Anyways, I'm getting excited now.
Hey, Peter, we have that caller there that's been on for a little while, 914. He's been holding for a bit.
Hey, hang out for the rest of the call with us. Hey, you're part of our nucleus.
Thanks, brother.
I'm going to let 914 through. Just hang tough, and I'll let you if you want to ride this train to the end, you're welcome.
Sounds good.
All right, very good. 914, we're going to put you in the loop. Come on down. The water's fine. I think this is the same 914 I talked to earlier.
Yeah, how you doing, Peter? Yeah, we spoke the other day. This is Jay from New York.
Right, Jay. Hey, what's up, brother Jay?
How you doing?
Yeah,
I just sent you the email today. I sent it, attention, Peter.
Okay.
And, I mentioned the conversation we had the other day. Because I'm due to go to court soon, so I'm going to need any information. I know it's not advice. There's any information that you could, dish out to me. That would be real good.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't be going to court with a third-party scumbag. I'd just be knocking it out the box by posting my first document to get into play. If you don't initiate the third-party debt termination process, you've already given over, sort of.
Oh, wow. Okay,
yeah,
so
you can't just lay in a neutral position unless you can, unless you got some snap, brother. John, what was that FRN thing we said? The only question you want to ask that attorney, that debt collection attorney is, would you be willing to allow me to settle this debt here and now? And he said, of course, he's going to say, but you can say, look, I have a private instrument drawn on a private bank that can take care of this right now. Would you be willing to accept that private instrument from that private bank? And he's probably going to say no because he's a dumbass. And then you say, well, hey, Judge, I can't do an impossibility. Here I got FRNs in my pocket, and those are private instruments drawn on a private bank called the Federal Reserve. And that's a private corporate bank. They're not government. And then the game is over. I know somebody who did that in court. So if you've got nothing else to go with, if you can remember that, retape this call and write that verbiage down. If you're going to go in, then you better be asking if he'll accept a lot. Saying, hey, you're here to settle the account in peace, and it's all good. Would you be willing to accept a private instrument drawn on a private bank, and then shut up and let him answer? And he's going to say no because he's a dumbass. He doesn't realize that a Federal Reserve note is a private instrument drawn on a Federal Reserve, the Federal Reserve Bank, which is a private corporation, a private bank. So if he says no, how can you do the impossibility? He's done. The judge has no capacity but to rule and basically throw the damn thing out, saying, Judge, I can't do the impossible. See, because under UCC 3-603, 3-604, 3-605, look it up after we get off the call. When you tender an offer and they refuse to accept the offer, it's the same as a debt getting discharged because you can't do an impossibility. Go figure.
Oh, wow.
So I just gave you, brother. I just gave you the $1 million. You can if you don't have any paperwork in play, that's the way you want to play this game. When you get into court, just say, hey, Your Honor, yeah, you can kowtow, brother. You can give in for the moment, but because you're in the knee deep and you don't have much time, then this is how you want to play ball. You can just say, hey, I just need to ask the district attorney or the representing plaintiff or representing the bank. I just need to ask him 2 questions. Would you be willing to take a private instrument drawn on a private bank, and then shut up and let him say no? Because he ain't going to say yes, because he's a stupid ass. Because you see, he doesn't realize that the trick is going to bind him up. And once he says no, then now he's in dishonor. He failed to allow you to do an act to basically settle the account. So how can you do an impossibility? You can't.
Okay. Well, I had sent them, well, I found an answer. I know you said that probably, don't do business with them at all.
No, you're giving over. It's called traversing, brother.
Oh, okay. And I had sent them interrogatives with that, telling them to validate the debt.
Yeah, brother, it's toilet paper. They're going to burn it, just like pretty much like most of the time, an affidavit and stuff like that. You're giving over. You're not knowing who you are. You're stepping in as a dead entity, and they're looking to collect off your backside and get a hypothecation event. This is the only thing, hey, brother, this is the only thing I could throw you. This is the only Hail Mary I could throw you, okay? I'm not giving you advice, but if I was stuck and I had nothing else, those other papers, that's bullshit. That's smoke and mirrors. The only thing that should be coming off your lips is asking that clown if he'd be willing to accept a private instrument drawn from a private bank to settle his account. And if he says no, which he will, and the game's over. Say, Judge, he's in dishonor. I offered to settle the account, and I can't do an impossibility. Then you pull out a couple dollars, and these are Federal Reserve notes drawn. These are private notes drawn from a private bank. And how could I? Now he just told me no, and the game is over. Okay. I know a guy who did that in court. So that's the only thing I got to give you, because you haven't done anything else to do a preemptive nuclear airstrike on their airfield.
Okay, and it would be too late for that, would it? If I, would it still be too late if I got that?
Unless you can get a stay of proceedings or something like that.
Right. Unless you go in and tell them, you want to bump the thing down for 30 days, then you could have a couple documents in play. Exactly. Then you'd have your proofs. You'd have your irrevocable proofs. You're asking for the valid claim, and he never produced one.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, like I said, I sent you that email. If there's anything else you could throw in there, just...
Is this your first appearance at court?
Yeah, this is going to be my first appearance.
Oh, yeah. So it shouldn't be any problem to get an extra 30 days. Just tell them that you're trying to get legal counsel or lawful counsel, whatever, and that you're still working on that, and you need an extra 30 days, and that then you can start with your paperwork, get that filed, and you'll get your 21 days.
Well, we don't get it filed. We get it started with the clown, the third-party scumbag. Now he's got irrevocable proof that he received your registered mail.
I don't mean in court. I mean with the third-party collector.
You just drag your originals with you. You don't want them put into the case. Yeah. Those are your proofs that you sent it to Dickweed, and he didn't respond. I'm asking, Judge, hey, I just asking for the valid claim. He fails to produce anything of any substance whatsoever. Don't let him trick you into saying, well, yeah, I got the digits right here on it. He's going to say, I got the digits on a piece of paper. That's not a verified claim. See, you got to know which end of the deep end of the pool you're operating in. If you don't, they're going to eat your lunch, bro.
Yeah, because when I sent them my letter asking them to validate the debt, they just sent Capital One sent me back a letter with the account number on it and saying that basically they're Capital One and it is valid. That was all they sent me.
It's lies. I remember I told you on the phone call Wednesday. It's Tricks for Kids hour.
Yeah.
If it says on the bottom of the correspondence that we're merely trying to collect a debt, that's a third-party scumbag. It's really that simple. I don't give a shit what anybody else says, brother. They're lying. They're liars. They're tricking you. That's the only way to get through. Yep. Let
me ask you this. Now it does say that. It does say that on the letter they sent me, which was the third-party debt collectors. But when I sent them the letter, when I sent the third-party people the letter telling them to validate the debt, Capital One is the creditor. Capital One sent me the letter back saying that debt was legitimate, not the lawyer. Sent the validation to the lawyer's office.
I don't give a shit. The original creditor is full of shit too. They already got paid. They collected on the insurance contract.
Okay.
You liars, crooks, and thieves, brother. I gotta train you up, brother. You gotta come to my house and get your education on.
Yeah. Okay. And I know
anyway,
it's a lot.
Take a break.
What time is it, John?
Yeah, we're 2 minutes past break.
2 minutes past break. Hey, folks, we're going to take a quick break. You go do what you're going to do. Hey, it always gets dicey at my house. You got to love it. Do what you do when you take a break. We'll be right back.
Privatis.Me. No longer do we need to hire lawyers, worry about past debt, or count on doctors to fix our health problems. Privatis.Me. Specializing in real education about the legal system, administratively eliminating your past debt, and teaching you simple, natural ways to restore your health. Join today for free. Learn how to live in private and allow yourself to overcome and stop living in fear. Become a paid member for just $20 per month and receive Peter and Michael's $300 debt termination package for free. Privatis.me. Privatis.me. Take a walk on the private side.
All right, welcome back to the downhill slide of In the Spirit of Things. Anyways, folks, hey guys, these calls just keep getting better as we go. You know, I love it that we're sharing the love.
Yeah, it's definitely shifting. We're seeing it every day, Peter. It's great to be here watching this happen. Like I say, I see this as history in the making, and it's more and more coming to the table, more and more getting within their own power and understanding or overstanding who they are. And I can't stand that word understanding anymore.
No, it doesn't fit.
Every time I hear someone saying
it,
overstanding, yeah. But yeah, it's so great, to see this, very simple, easy solutions to do this. It doesn't have to be so complicated. Yes, you do have to have an education. Yes, you do have to know who you are. But when you learn this stuff, you find it's very simple to put into act, and very simple to stand in honor and peace, and do this without traversing into their worlds and playing their games. Absolutely great.
Yeah, well, that's like I say, the propaganda machine has done a good job on all of us. For years and years of the programming. You got to have attorney. You don't need a scumbag. Scumbags are us. You know what? They need to go find some real employment and do something of functionality because they sure as hell, like I say, my running joke is, it's 100 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean. A good start. And anyways, I want to share the love.
And you mean that in the most loving way possible.
Lawyers joke book, I guess, and we'll share the love, huh? They are a joke. You know what? They have no substance. And I'm not saying all of them. There are some that have, and I know a couple that had good minds. They just got sucked into the game, and they didn't realize how they got sucked in.
Yeah, and people don't realize this being represented by an attorney. You have given away everything. When you go in there with no lawyer, you have all the power. We just don't realize. That's why they always tell you, if mankind ever figures out who they are, this is things will turn around overnight, and it's so true. Just a few of us who have figured out who we are is changing so much around us and stuff like that. So people listening and finding out that this stuff is actually true and is actually plausible and able to be done simply. Actually, great. I feel so proud to be, part of this and to, see this coming to fruition. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yep. Anyways, is brother Dan still here?
He is.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Anyways, brother, you don't realize, and I think you do, but the masses don't realize what's happening here. For the most part, this is huge. I know you feel like you just, brother, you just climbed Mount Vesuvius. You just came out the other side without falling and breaking your neck.
I'll tell you what. I walked in there somewhat a bundle of nerves. I walked out of there light as a butterfly, man. I floated out of that place.
Yep.
And I felt that way ever since.
Yeah, you took back your power. You didn't give over, and don't worry, brother. We'll get you squared away so that when you got to go back the 24th, you can fix it. We won't get complacent. We'll create a nice little claim document that we sure will have some bearing.
Definitely.
Hi, John.
Oh, yes. Paperwork is my middle name now.
Yeah, it's Michael's middle name too.
But I've got Jessie here. Jessie, she's the little lawful girl herself too, and boy, she loves getting on that typewriter and writing these nefarious ones because that's her greatest joy at this point now. So anybody who's listening needs some help, come on, get a hold of Peter. He'll get a hold of us. We'll help you out.
Yeah,
we love bringing the love to these guys now.
Yeah. Like I say, the only thing I can't do is instill a spine in my brothers and sisters. So we're hoping, like I say, folks, like I say, this third-party death thing, it's the most despicable, horrendous crap that it's such an albatross. It's such a scam. When you really realize it in its full intent. I don't know, John, maybe I need to do another video with a real follow the bouncing ball on a different level besides that 12-minute one. And I've been thinking about it because I'm trying to shake the tree. It's in the mind. Like I say, it all starts in the mind. Once I found out the facts and the truth, then, like I say, the truth stands supreme, and I had absolutely no fear. But that's what happens when you hang around with jarheads for 8 years too, as a Navy doc. I'm one of the few of the far in between, but I didn't take no stuff from them neither. So I was in the deep end of the drink, but I handled myself just fine.
Hey, Peter, it's we live in this world that we need people like us out there, because these nefarious ones, you might say, we don't have enough people coming forward and stuff like that, but the great thing about the nefarious ones is they're doing all the work for us. They'll keep on adding more rules and more laws until people, start looking for alternatives and start looking for modalities to get out from under these guys. And so, hey, peace and love to them. Keep doing the work for us because we're here to help.
Yeah, and I've always said, when the pain becomes so great, that's when they're going to have to get their minds right, or when they get sick and tired of the crap, and they say, it's time to draw. I got to draw my line in the sand. That's what Brother Dan did. He drew his line in the sand.
Enough's enough. Exactly.
I wish I had done it years ago, brothers, but I'm glad it's done now. And I'll tell you what, they've gotten tens of thousands out of me just over traffic violations over the years. And I said I'm done. That's it. I'm done. It's no more, man. And it's so empowering. You feel like a different person once you've gone through with something like that. I wish I was going to say I should have filed paperwork and potentially not even gone to court, but I think it happened for a reason. I think I needed to go to court. I think I needed to have that experience. I think I needed to go through that.
You need to go over that bridge, brother. You went over the bridge you were supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Dan and I had this funny little conversation last night. We were talking about, how we're always talking, we need these people to start standing up and stuff like that. Well, we need to get these people trained, and their test should be purposely going out and getting a ticket and standing up in court as a living man.
Yep.
Coming forward with that ticket saying, here, I've done it. I'm ready to go. I know how to stand as a man.
Yep.
It's the only way to become part of the club.
Exactly.
Yeah, right,
exactly.
Yeah. That's how you get your honors. You got your badge of courage, and that's all it takes, folks, is step it up a little bit. Like I say, especially third-party bottom figures. God, I wish I could just crawl in all my brothers and sisters' minds. They could wear my head just for 5 minutes and see what I see and know what I know, because they would have absolutely no fear. I'm Goliath. I'm going to whoop somebody's ass when I get done because I know what to ask. I know how to ask it, and I ain't afraid no ghost. See, that's what happens when you get empowered. There's one thing of having knowledge. There's the other thing of having the knowledge and knowing how to use it.
Exactly.
You just hit the nail on the head, brother, with that Goliath thing. I was talking to John about that last night. As we've all been led to believe that we're David and these clowns are Goliath. It's the other way around, man.
Yep.
It's the other way around. We are Goliath. We just haven't. We've been asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, they've effectively neutralized our minds. Like I say, propaganda. That's why this week is this is propaganda week. Then it's ironic that these scumbags over here are trying to pass more legislation to produce more propaganda for the dead sheeple. So, I mean, they're so in your face. I mean, hey, when's the wake-up call get here? And, I was actually sort of depressed today. I was like bumming. I didn't even feel like doing this call tonight. And then all of a sudden something happens and twists it around. I mean, it's been one hell of a day. It started raining on my parade. My chicken wings, I was doing chicken wingology, and trying to get my game on, my groove on, and the damn rain came, and I was just saying, man, it could be raining kitty cats. I get hit by a dog. You know what I'm saying? I got a different analogy. John knows what it is, but I can't say it on. I can't. I posted it in the site one time, huh, John?
Well, you did, Peter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like dumb luck. Today has been like one of those days, dumb luck. I mean, couldn't get out a damn email blast to save our butts. All these different. But you know what, brother? These are my speed bumps. I've got to go through them so that I suck it up. Get my spine right, get my mind right, and keep moving this train forward. Because this is what gives me my zest to keep moving this train forward. When I get my brothers on these calls, sharing this love like this, because I am making an impact, and not just me, but we are, you are, all of us. We are the collective.
Exactly, Peter. Well said. This is what inspires us too. To keep going. We said this from the beginning. When we were right in the middle of this, we never lost our positive attitude, and we never lost staying in peace and honor. And we knew that when we came out the other side, that we were going to stand, and we weren't going anywhere, and we were going to help others, so that they didn't have to go through these nightmares, and so that they knew how to stand in with ultimate power.
Yep. And that's what it comes down to. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dan.
I was just going to say, I think the peace and honor thing is so important, too, because I'll tell you what, 4 or 5 years ago, I would have went in there yelling and screaming and flipping out, and I would have been, I would have paid the price for it.
They would have tasered your ass and probably brought you to the Gray Bar Motel,
That's right. They want you to argue. That's what they need you to do. That's war. That's war.
Dishonor. That's
dishonor. Exactly. So that's why they do all the intimidation. That's why they try to scare you. That's why they try to get you to get mad at them and all this kind of stuff, and pull that stuff so that they can, arrest you, put you in contempt, and all this kind of stuff. We learned a few times too. We never got really mad at the judge, but you start getting a little raised voice and stuff like that. It's very easy to get yourself in dishonor. So you do want to kill these guys with kindness. Absolute big smiles, and the madder they get, the happier you get, and the more polite you get. And you call them on the record.
Yeah, it felt good doing that. It felt good being happy and polite, because they weren't treating me with the same
mindset.
They weren't treating me with the same mindset. And when I came across like that, it was almost like it right then and there. I took back my power. Everybody's looking at me like, "Who is this guy?" I was like, "Hey, I'm just here to set something straight. I'm here in peace and honor," and I did have a smile on my face, and I was pleasant, and I was cordial. Like, oh no, we got another one of these guys.
Yeah, and you did take, brother. You did take back your power by not giving over. See, when you lose, okay. Now this is the lesson, folks. I'm the pit bull, but I can be very nice. I can be a very nice pit bull. You might think I'm going to bite your ass off, but you're going to misread me. And I'm going to bring the love on a different level, but I'm going to bring it in such a way that they don't have any capacity to cause me duress. So, by staying in this mindset, when you don't feed the negative energy, they have nothing to run with. It's called pulling the oxygen out of the room. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, it really is. When you stand up to these guys, you can just see especially when you start, speaking the correct words, the abracadabra words, you can just right. That's what I call it. I call it the abracadabra words, because it is. It's like walking into the Twilight Zone. You're walking into these rooms and they're all doing business as usual, and then you say something. It's like, do 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 do. Everybody gets all serious, and they don't know what to do with themselves. And yeah, it's a great feeling. It's very empowering.
I did feel like a magician for a bit there.
What was that, Dan?
I said I did feel like a magician for a bit there, and I had my partner with me. I don't know if I told you guys. I had a friend with me, about 315 pounds, like a brick wall, and I had him with me as my witness.
Nice.
And he was at the back of the room talking to some other guys that we had talked to throughout the day, and as soon as I went up there, I guess he started saying, "Watch this, guys, watch this." Because I'd been explaining this stuff to them, and I guess they're all back there. They got a big kick out of it.
That's huge. Hey, brother, that's huge. Well, like I say, I can't wait until the cookie video gets out, because they had a bailiff getting Cookie's husband's face, because the judge lost control of his court when they told him he was the damn trustee, and they said that they asked him 3 times before he smashed the gavel down the 3rd time. He said, "Bailey, come take him away." And anyways, the Bailey got in Brother Griggs. This is on video, brother. This is all on video. I can't wait to get the damn video so we can share the love. And Brother Greg stood fast, and he says, "You don't have my consent." And the cop's eyes got real wide, and he says, "Are you a public servant?" And the cop, he didn't know what to say. And then Cookie chimed in and said, "Yes, you are. He is a public servant." And then basically they told him to go sit down. Now, this is a Bailey who is intimidating because he was operating on, see, the judge has cues. You know, he gives cues to these scumbag, nefarious bully types to try and get control of his show. Well, they weren't able to get control. It's all on video, and it's all transcribed for, I'm going to be sharing that love very, very soon as it comes forward. I talked to Cookie a little while back. I think it should be out hopefully before the end of this week, and we'll post that for mass consumption to share the love on how they stood him down on a foreclosure, and they're really having difficulties moving forward on any different level because they did their documents 80 days before this was coming in, and they came in as a living beneficiary. This is the stuff they don't never expect, folks. So this is what I'm saying. We're changing the paradigm, and it's really not complex. It's complex to the masses because they've been dumbed down and propagandized, and they didn't know who they were yet. Well, this is the objective at Privatis.Me is to change all that. You know,
I like it. I like it.
We're right-minded. It's all about being right-minded. We aren't warring with the world. Everybody else is doing all the warring for me. You know, and a lot of them are warring at me, brother. They ain't sharing the love with me, and I just leave it alone. I take the oxygen out of the room. I don't feed that negative energy. I won't.
Well, like I say, Peter, you know, we're seeing results, you know, all around us. Everything that you're doing, Michael, and all that, you know, just you're seeing it. You know, it's not like these gurus, you know, they're, oh, pay me some money and I'll teach you this, and you know, you go and try this stuff. Next thing you know, you're in jail because you didn't have a true foundation of what's going on, or you know, and half this information, all this kind of stuff. Well, you know, that's why we're here every day, you know, telling people and then showing people and bringing forth the love and what's going on in the world and what we're seeing as positive effects of what we're teaching. And you know, it's every day now. It's someone new. You know, I've got grandmothers and mothers calling me now on the private side, and you know, learning about how to get their children back from CPS and all this kind of stuff. Simply, you know, people that have lost their kids for 4 years and stuff like that. You know, over stupid, you know, things, made up things, and you know, perfectly good parents and stuff like this. And it's just rampant. And these people are all coming forward now and getting hold of me and stuff. And you know, we're doing the best we can to you know, bring a lot of people out of this nightmare. And you know, it just warms our heart to really feel, you know, that we're accomplishing something in this life, that we're going to make this world a better place than when we came here. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. You know, we're supposed to be trying to make this place a better place than when we came here.
And it all comes because of a couple open doors. You came through Mike and my door, and now look what's happened. It's and then same with Brother Dan. Brother Dan showed up on my doorstep over at a Privatis.Me call one night, and I snagged his ass. I said, this guy sounds like he's got some snap. He sounds like he's sharing the love, and I want to bring him into my house. And I knew it before he even another party had told me, hey, you need to get up with that guy, and I was already Johnny on it. I was ahead of them. So anyways, yeah, brother, I know a kindred spirit when I hear one. I know another brother who's supposed to be in my house, and that's why, like I say, I keep saying Privatis.Me, it's my house. It's our house. I'm trying to get everybody to come to our house because this is where you get to share the love and the joy, and we all get to move forward and come out of mammon, you know?
Exactly. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it, Peter? You're making history.
Yeah. Oh, they want to make me history, all right. Yeah. Cracks in the ice, you know. It's all good, but you know, the truth will always stand supreme, brother. I believe that with everything that's in me. I'm going to stay right-minded. I'm going to keep doing what I got to do, and like I said, I'm not going to war with anybody. So for the sandwich eaters that are listening, ain't no war here. You need to go find somewhere else. Go over to CIC or go over to some of the other people that like to keep the war going. We don't here. We're just about peace and honor, and we just want to move forward and be left alone.
Exactly.
And we'll leave you alone.
Exactly.
You leave us alone.
Exactly. And if you don't want to leave us alone, we have modalities for making you leave us alone.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Anyways, it's been another great ride, another great call. This is the stuff my brothers and sisters need to hear out there. So if you're not listening, hey, share. If you are listening, share this show with. Send it off to 10, 20, 30. Send it off to your list. Peter's not politically correct. Never going to be. So if I'm going to offend somebody, you know what? They need to stay on the other side of the house, I guess, and stay. If reality offends them, then they don't belong here.
Exactly.
True that.
Yeah, the truth can be in your face, that's for sure, Peter. We're definitely not afraid to peel back the layers and show you what's going on and tell you straight up what we feel. It's called being a real man and woman here, and and standing in our honor and not being afraid to say what is on our mind.
Yeah, it's like that Kansas song. I'm always saying what's on my mind. I love that song. Yeah, matter of fact, I think I posted it in your box and Dan's box the other night.
Nice.
I love Kansas. They just bring so much good truth,
Exactly. Yeah, beautiful call tonight, Peter. Beautiful call.
Yeah.
No, I want to thank both you guys once
up.
again, man.
Go ahead, Dan.
I just wanted to say I want to thank both of you guys once again for all your support.
Oh, you're very welcome.
It goes both ways, brother. I mean, hey, you're sharing, and like I say, you're part of this collective, huge nucleus, and it's fixing to go to a higher level. I already feel it when these videos start coming forward as well. What we got posting, what you and I talked about a week ago, we'll push the train out the station, brother. It's gonna happen. It is happening. So, anyways, I thank both of you. Like I say, my kindred spirits. Thank Brother Zach. I haven't talked to him in a couple of days. I'll get up with him a little later. Sister Susan, she's done some major heavy lifting as well with these PowerPoint presentations, the ones that we've got posted. We got to get on the third-party debt one. But if they do go watch the video on how to terminate themselves from the body politic, it's the same formatted structure to know how to follow the administrative process for doing the third-party debt. Even though it's got more documents in the third-party debt, it goes through the lines, what not to change. Some people say, well, it's in red. Well, no kidding. You got to right-click on it, and Susan, I think, covers it in the PowerPoint on how to remove the red and make it purple in the header and that type of stuff. So really, really tried breaking this down. Susan's done some major heavy lifting. So, yeah, Dan, well, when we get your handprints on this next video, I want your handprints right up directly underneath it so people have direction of flow if they need your help on what you do with the SEO postings and stuff.
It'd be my pleasure, man.
Yep. Anyways, hey, man, I thank my producer as carrying the ball as she always does. She does an excellent job. She's the master of her own domain. Hey, folks, if you haven't gone to our Facebook page off of I Am Freewill, you're going to want to. It's excellent. Sign up. We post meat and potatoes for everybody to eat from because it's huge information. This will share it with your friends. And I'm going to, hey, Brother Dan, I'm going one step further. I'm going to do animation, 1 minute, 2 minute videos as well next, I guess, because people do get the sound bites a little bit quicker,
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Direction of
and
flow.
Convert
you gotta
more
love
people.
It. Yep. Well, on that note, hey, Brother John, Brother Dan, we will catch you on the rebound. Folks, we'll see you on Tuesday. In the spirit of things, I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about. It'll be something of substance, I'm sure. We'll see you on Tuesday. We love you. And we'll catch you. Yep. Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
You as well.
Right. Good night, Dan.
Good night, folks.
Much love, brother. Proud of you.
All right, right on. Yes.
Thanks, man.
You got it.
Privatis.Me, because it's time to learn how to operate in private away from corporate eyes. You can now stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter. Just head over to our homepage and click on the Facebook and Twitter icons. Now you can receive updates, important links, or just stop by to let us know how you're doing. We also have a Privatis YouTube page where you can access the latest step-by-step videos and watch our radio show archives as videos. Privatis.me, learning how to live in private has never been so easy. VerdictProductions.com. Do you have footage you want turned into a video? weddings, family gatherings, sports games, high-quality video production for any project you have. We also create detailed slideshows if you have information you want to put on YouTube or your website for all to see. Many other services including audio enhancement, music production, and CD mastering for your band. Need a company logo or an ad? No problem. We also specialize in graphic design to make your business or website stand out. Head over to verdictproductions.com for a quote. Lowest prices on the net guaranteed.